Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 25 yards that time. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A toss right to Henry. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Jackson. And a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. From the gun, Jackson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
That one came up just a little bit short. I'm wondering, is he still a little bit tight as this game starts? What would you say? Maybe he's got to take the governor off of it?
Or maybe the donut off the baseball bat like the guys in the on-deck circle?
I like that. Yeah, just take that little extra weight off of him and start to play freely.
Oh, and that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Inside handoff, Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Clock running, under a minute to go in a scoreless first quarter. Throwing is Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 35 yards. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. He lost 6 there on the first down play. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. He's on his way. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Tackle there by Michael Pierce. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Now it's Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 69 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. That is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Jackson from the shotgun. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Again, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. They'll try and throw for it here. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Running left, it's Henry. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Jackson now. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Rashad Bateman. 29 yards. And the Ravens have come back to make it a 2-point game. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Kyle Van Noy. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math, but don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, Charles, they opted to go for it on 4th down in their own territory. Didn't get it, but the defense held strong, and they hold on to this slim lead.
And how about as the defense ran off the field, how about the greeting they got from their teammates on the sideline? They kept that narrow lead by their nice play. Now, let's pay it off for them, right? Punch it in on this drive, take that lead back up to 2 possessions. That would be a nice little thank you gift to them.
Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, 72 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
Being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They go play action now. Jackson steps away. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Jackson to throw. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41.
No, we change it.
Henry up the middle. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. That good for 22 and a first down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now it's Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. A handoff, running left, Henry. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2.
Ravens 21, Ravens 19.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A give to Henry. And he stopped immediately there.
3rd quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now a handoff to Henry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Zay Flowers
With his second touchdown of the night.
And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. From the gun, it's Jackson.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. To throw is Jackson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
Zay Flowers,
his second touchdown of the night.
And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is down to 2. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Running from the gun with Henry. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
Second down and 3.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll look to throw here.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
No, we changed it.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
A toss wide side to Hill. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill, 24 yards. And the Ravens will add to their fourth quarter lead.
Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far, but let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And down he goes just beyond the 35, and that pretty move got him some extra space to run.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Again, it's Henry. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Now Jackson.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Adafe Owe in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs.
We've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson